Hello everybody, it's Coach Razo here. In this video, I will go ahead and demonstrate how to turn in work to its learning through a Word document and how to make it presentable so you can go ahead and submit it. Now, the one thing I do want to clarify from here is that when you're submitting work, it should look like this. Fully, you should be able to see a picture with the work step by step and how you solved it, and then a box at the end, so you can go ahead and see what your final answer was. Now, if you notice here, it's step by step process. So that's one thing that I want. So there's no giving me chicken scratch. We don't want to see that. Now, as you see through it, you can go through. It's easy to go ahead and to see the work that's presented by the student. Now, the issue comes into play when you're submitting this. So I'm going to show you how to submit it with a Word document through your Google account. Now, the first thing you want to do is that you want to go ahead and go into your, once you're done with your homework, you're completely done, you want to click, I want to click a brand new, and you want to make a Google Doc. Now, I was just making folders so you know what you're looking for and where you're at. So like I'll put like a new folder. And now we'll go ahead and say geometry homework. And then we'll say fall because it might be in the fall or spring. So go create, and then it should create a new one. So from here, you can go in there, and then you want to make a brand new document. So I just put plus, and then go to Google Doc. And now here, what I want you to name it is I want you to name it by the unit and then by the title. Unit, section, and then give me a title for it. So let's say we're on unit, like on this one, happen to be unit 12-3. So whatever unit you're working on, that's what we want to focus on. So I'm going to go and just keep it basic, put unit 1-1, or keep it as 12-2. Okay. So now I'm gonna just say 1-1. So I'm saying 1-1. I know that I'm gonna look at the title of my homework, and it says points, lines, and planes. And then you're gonna give me the which part is it? Is it part 1, part 2, or part 3? So you can give me like a single capital I, or a capital I and then twice of it. Okay. So then you can move on and saves it for you already. So now the next part is that I want you to give it a name. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's Jose Razo. Okay. And this can be period, whatever, 2, 3, 4, whatever period that you're in period 1. Now you can space these out so we know who they belong to and what period it is. And so let me see. Try and space this out. There you go. Okay, so give me like a header. Now sometimes you can double click up here and then that pops out. So let's move this, cut it, and let's paste it up here for my header. Now, the one thing about technology nowadays is that you can go ahead and have a really high quality picture and you can have a very low quality picture, which means that I'm gonna use those pictures to put it in here. So I'm going to insert, and you're gonna go to image, and I'm gonna upload from the computer. Now, these images here happen to be the settings for it. So I can go to like, I can click this little icon, changes the pictures for me. Sometimes it might be a list, might be in details. So I'm just gonna keep it for just easy to see. Then I'm gonna keep it like this. So if you're on a Windows computer, this is what it looks like. So if you notice, I have JPEGs and it says Chrome HTML document. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in this picture right here. Oh, great! So this picture is high quality. It's big, and that's one of the biggest, one of the things that you need to notice. So if I see a picture that's on my computer and it's like this big, I'm like, whoa, that means it's going to be ginormous. It's going to be great to go ahead and the clarity of it. So this is great. So if you have a picture like this on your phone that's like comes out ginormous, then that's great. So just plug it in there and then you can adjust the size of it. And then push return or enter, and then you go to the next line. Now, if you're going with this and you want to keep repeating it, it's great. But now sometimes your pictures are very low quality. So sometimes like you go ahead and take a picture and then you come up with this thing. And then if you do this, might put it jumps to the next page if it gets bigger. And if you notice the quality isn't that good. So if you have this issue with your phone, that means it's probably like the phone settings and you might have to have a higher resolution on your phone. So like 5 megabits or like 8 megabits or megapixels, I mean. So just be aware of that on your phone settings. Okay, so if it's like this small, I don't want that. I want something that's big and easy to read. Okay. Um, just like you want to take your Instagram pictures, right? You don't take it. You want this picture. You don't want to have this blurry picture where nobody's going to go ahead and see it, or want to see it, or like it. So if it comes out that small, it's an indicator. Okay, so do another one. So I got that one. It's the same scenario. I don't want if you have that small picture. Look at that. It comes out ugly. It does. It's not. It doesn't have that high resolution to go ahead and give that quality work that you have. Okay, so there you go. So I'm done with my part. Okay, so this is already saved in my Google Drive. So the next part is that I want to go back to my It's Learning. Now, some of you may already have It's Learning and some of you may not have It's Learning. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to demonstrate how to go ahead and find it. So you may have homework. You may know how to go ahead and click to your homeworks. And this is the icon that you get to go ahead and go into submitting your work. So some of you may have forgotten for whatever reason. But if you notice here, if you go to overview on your It's Learning, you have a little button right here, especially if it's tagged as homework, and then it'll pop up. So it'll be flashing. So you click this, and then it gives you this part right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click answer assignment. I know it's week 8, and I know this is this, but we're just gonna be using this example to demonstrate how to submit your Google Doc. And then you get to this part. Now you can give whatever feedback you want here. Like if you want to let me know something in terms of your work, then let me know. Okay, everything else, then you can just message me on Remind or on the It's Learning. But you gotta message me whether it's through here, whatever it is. Now, next part over is that you want to go ahead and submit add files. You want to go ahead and submit this at the end, but you want to add files, go to your Google Drive, and then enter your account, whether it's going to be the new one or wherever it's saved at. So wherever you save this is going to be your account. So now I use my Spring Branch. I would suggest you using that. So if we're going through it, let's see, where's it at? Oh yeah, we're going here, and I go ahead and click, and then Google Drive, and I go in here, and now it takes you straight to your Google Drive. I'm looking for my fall homework. There it is. This pops up. I can go ahead and upload it. So I go here, upload. It might take a couple seconds, and then there you go. It's already done. Okay. So from here, you can go ahead and if you're completely finished with it, you can go ahead and submit it. Hit submit. And then that's how you close out and turning in your homework using a Google Doc. Okay, so so there you go. Okay, so a little bit of another way, alternate way of turning it in. It's more easier. It's quicker to go ahead and in terms of getting yourself organized. A lot of people like take pictures and then upload it. You're not being organized, and when you're doing that, this is more gives you more of an organizational sense. And then you also already have it in your account for Google Drive, so you don't have to go ahead and store it on your phone all the time and scroll for all those pictures. So everything's already saved. So if you have a Chromebook, it's really essential when you're doing this. Now, if you happen to be one of those like I don't have my phone, I don't know how to do that. Here's another way of doing it. So you can go to Insert, go to Image, and then you can go to your camera, and then from the camera you can go ahead and let's see, go from here. Let's say just a sample piece of work, whatever it is. Okay, so you can go ahead and get your camera and then turn it on. And then you have this image. Well, actually, let me see. Let me close this. So you can go ahead and go through insert, go image, and then go to camera. And then your camera, it's not used because I'm using it right now. So I'm going to turn that off. And so cancel, insert, image, camera. I guess I'm using it for now. Yeah, so when you go ahead and click this, image and then camera, it gives you like an option. So you can go ahead and let's see. You can go ahead and pick the whatever you had. So like this right here, you can go ahead and take a picture of this and then see how it looks on your Google Doc. Just make sure it's a very high quality picture. So your camera may or may not be very good for that. Now it depends on what computer you're using. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Okay. So a variety of ways. There's one way of doing it through your Chromebook or your computer, Windows computer. So just giving you a heads up, and you can also do it through your phone too. So just tune into the next video.